dirty cops wanna slam me on the hood. Dirty cops try to rob me for my rights, but I know my rights. I know.
Man, you want to talk about Rainbow Six. These guys are seriously video game characters, except they're real. Alright, BORTAC. Let's read about them just a wee bit. Let's see what the U.S. Customs and Border Patrol Protection PDF has to say about it. BORTAC, Border Patrol Tactical Unit. The Border Patrol Tactical Unit provides an immediate response capability to emergent and high-risk incidents requiring specialized skills and tactics. BORTAC has a cadre of full-time team members headquartered in El Paso, Texas, where the men wear the big hats and carry the guns and ride the big trucks and, you know, they're He-Man woman pleasers. Okay, keep going. Let's see. Headquartered in El Paso, Texas, and non-full-time members dispersed throughout the United States. The team can be called upon to deploy immediately when needed. The unit is unique in that it conducts training and operations both in the United States and in other countries in furtherance of the U.S. Border Patrol's mission. BORTAC also trains and equips Sector Special Operations Detachments that provide Sector Chief Patrol agents with the same specialized rapid response capability in their respective areas of responsibility. The unit was created in 1984 to serve a civil disturbance function in response to rioting at Legacy Immigration and Naturalization Service detention facilities. It quickly evolved, here comes the mission creep, it quickly evolved and acquired additional skill sets in high-risk warrant services, intelligence, reconnaissance, and surveillance, and in foreign law enforcement, border patrol capability, border patrol capability building, air mobile operations like, you know, rappelling out of helicopters and whatnot, maritime operations, and precision marks man/observer. I think this is like sniping observer, but I don't know. I'd have to Google that term. BORTAC is unique and is that it provides a global response capability. Okay, this is really fun. The unit has conducted training and operations with foreign and domestic law enforcement and, scrolling up, military entities throughout the United States and around the world, including support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom, so Iraq and Afghanistan. Here's some fun stuff about their training. This is crazy and intense. Okay. BORTAC Selection and Training Course, BSTC, was designed to mirror aspects of the U.S. Special Operations Forces selection courses. So the qualify to be a BORTAC member and put that special patch on your arm and strut like a fucking alpha chicken, like bark, 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 and like, I guess you're an alpha rooster, you know. To have that honor, you have to go through very similar training to the U.S. Special Forces. Interesting. The grueling BSTC, which may last over a month, begins with physical testing involving push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, and a 1.5-mile run and a pistol qualification. Candidates who pass the initial testing phase must then complete, check this out, a timed 6-mile ruck march. That's a running with a weighted backpack, basically. Wow. Additional testing is performed for swimming, treading water, and drown proofing. Okay, wow. After completing the entire testing phase, candidates undergo weeks of intense training in small unit tactics, operational training, advanced weapon skills, defensive tactics, and air mobile operations, more jumping and rappelling out of helicopters, you know, handling them threats. I mean, these guys are real-life video game characters. Excuse my belching. That's little macaroni and cheese. All right. Before graduating and putting on the BORTAC wings on their uniforms, candidates must demonstrate the ability to function in team environments under stress and sleep deprivation conditions. So they have to fire weapons accurately, maintain their little fire teams, run through their little mock gyms and high schools and ships and stuff, and score, accurately, even under sleep deprivation conditions. Right. So when these guys shoot me with less lethal, like 40 Mike spin stabilized foam batons at a range of about 4 meters. You know, when I'm sitting down filming with a camera in my hand, it's not by accident to double tap me in the chest like that. As this video clearly demonstrated, I was sitting down filming at maybe just 4 or 5 meters away from these guys, even though I'm wearing rubberized paintball armor and a thick jacket. It still busted the skin. I have a scar, 2 scars on my chest right now to this day. So that was lots of fun. Not an accident. These guys are way too well trained for that. I was a stationary target, sitting down, no threat. That's on purpose, okay? These guys are so well trained. I mean, it's absurd, right? So I've been hit with less lethal at least 9 times by BORTAC. I mean, they aim through target ridicule, and I had a media helmet, and it said media in, 3-inch letters across the back of the helmet, and they looked through the sights and read media on the helmet, like it's directly below it, pans down and fires, busting a motorcycle helmet, a Department of Transportation DOT certified helmet, breaking it with a 40 millimeter, aiming for my freaking neck. Okay, these guys are so well trained. I just cannot believe that it's by accident.
Can I show on my feet?
Sure.
My life?
You guys try.
Yeah. No, they're aiming for my neck. Obviously, it's the only place that's not armored. I wear full right gear everywhere else, right? So they splatter me right there. Right now, they have to look through a sight, meaning he had to read press as he's shooting me with that.
Yep.
An inch below that would have hit me right in the spine. Lots of fun. They must
feel the impact?
Yes, I felt the impact inside the helmet. This is a motorcycle helmet. This helmet ain't a joke. And I've seen dozens and dozens of examples of them throwing tear gas grenades directly at people. Okay, like, this is not the exception. It's the rule with BORTAC. So these guys aren't accidentally slipping up and hitting people in the head with less lethal, or accidentally slipping up and shooting people with tear gas canisters. Their training is to such a level that it has to be on purpose. Okay, it's just ridiculous. Okay, comparing these guys to Portland Police Bureau are like a bunch of wild animals. Okay, these are elite war fighters being unleashed on thousands of first-time gas mask owners. Okay, a lot of these protesters, bless their heart, they have these shield walls they make out of 55-gallon plastic drums, and they're just trying not to get hit with some of this less lethal stuff, and they're squaring off against advanced war fighters. Just wow. Okay, so I'm going to give a quick example of them at a distance of about 3-4 meters away from somebody, and they're just throwing a tear gas canister directly at someone. And like I said, I have dozens and dozens of examples, but I'm going to start going through video evidence of BORTAC just using less lethal in an absurdly aggressive way. So instead of safely rolling the tear gas along the ground, that's not good enough for this BORTAC officer. He has to throw it overhanded, and this guy has to jump to get out of the way to keep from being burned with the accelerant that's used to ignite the CS tear gas powder. I let the video play for a few more seconds to give you an idea of context, that there wasn't some kind of intense street battle happening, nothing being thrown at these BORTAC officers, but here it is in slow motion again. That's where it deflagrates. That's a fancy word for, you know, when it blows up. But as you can see, just above head level, you have this guy standing here with the camera. You have another person in the foreground standing in the camera. You got a woman with her hands up and she's looking away. And you see the person with the hat there, like right below the freeze frame of the tear gas igniting. That's a legal observer with the National Lawyers Guild. So this tear gas canister was thrown directly at this guy at just a few paces, just a few meters away. This is being thrown by someone who's trained on par with U.S. Special Forces. This is not an accident. This is behavior that's methodical. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to be titling this video series BORTAC's Absurd Use of Less Lethal Weapons, parts 1 through blah, blah, blah. Thanks a lot for watching, guys.
Okay, they're out. So, do you have a room rented here?
Doesn't matter.
You need to go too.
You can't criminally trespass me unless you're the property owner, so get with that.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, yeah, good Lord, I know my rights. Thank you very much.